Hey, this is Todd Runstead at New Hope Network. I'm here with Benjamin Lightburn at Mazza Innovations. Now, we're talking clean because clean is green and green is sustainable, and it's what consumers want, and it's what we really want to just maximize the nutrients and minimize the sort of bad extraction alcohols and things that you don't really want, although they're useful. So you guys have this interesting technology where you're basically turning water into a solvent, right? How does that work? What's going on here?
So it turns out that water, if you heat it from room temperature to hot water to above 100 degrees C, the polarity of the water actually reduces. And what's good about that is that organic solvents like ethanol, methanol, acetone, ethyl acetate, the reason we use them is because their polarity is actually much lower than water. But what we're able to do at Mazza is actually make the polarity of the water be similar to the polarity of these organic solvents.
Is that a tricky technology, or how simple is that?
We use pressure to keep it liquid. We use about 200 psi, but that's quite a manageable pressure. All of our parts come off the shelf. We just put together in a complicated way.
Versus supercritical CO2, that's like
much higher, thousands of psi. We're just at 200. So this effect continues from water at room temperature to hot water to 130, 140, all the way up to 200, all the way up to 354 degrees C. And the nice thing about that is we can mimic the properties of different solvents depending on how hot we go. For instance, 130 degrees C really does a good job of mimicking the solubility properties of a 70% ethanol water solution.
Which would be good for extracting what out of what?
Polyphenols, alkaloids, so cranberry extract, for instance, blueberry extract, catechins from grape seeds, all these different kinds of things. Or we can increase the temperature and get lower polarity molecules like carnosic acid, capsaicin, things like that, which require a lower polarity solvent like acetone, maybe a mix with hexane. We're able to get it out with a 200 degrees C water, for instance.
So you can really sort of specialize and adjust different sort of temperatures and pressures to extract different things out of different compounds.
We can even extract two different compounds from the same biomass. So we can extract at one temperature, for instance, rosmarinic acid from rosemary requires about 130 degrees C, 140 degrees C, but carnosic acid, which is less polar, requires a higher temperature. So we can do one extraction at a low temperature and then another extraction at a high temperature at a lower polarity in order to get two different streams from the same biomass.
Cool. So efficient, clean extractions, and that's the future, and it's happening here at Mazza.
We agree.
Thanks, Benjamin.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay, I'm here with Steve Peirce at Ribus. Now, when you're making a supplement, and we were just at Mazza, so you're extracting the phytochemicals in a clean manner, then you're going to take it to a supplement maker. There's still another opportunity at this part of the value chain to go clean, because what happens is you'll use flow agents like silicon dioxide,
magnesium stearate is the lubricant,
and that becomes a non-nutritive ingredient that people don't want to see. You finally got a solution, right, Steve? So what's going on here?
Same thing we've been talking about the last year, and we appreciate all the interactions we've had with you. We are making excipients. Clean label excipients is the space that we're in.
Rice,
and
organic rice?
All of it is coming from rice. We can either do organic or natural. The choice is the customers. But when they do go to that contract manufacturer and they've got a great active ingredient and they've got other things that are in there, the thing that they're looking for is how can I make that tablet or capsule effectively? You need some excipients. You need a clean label excipients. Instead of a mag stearate, we would go on the label as rice extract blend.
And then because it's rice and not mag stearate, is that nutritional enough that you can actually put it in the nutrient panel of the label?
Interesting you bring that. There was a great article recently written, and I've got an example here today. This was a company.
So you see the rice? There's rice in there, and it's not down in the non-nutritive part. This is where the dirty label comes in that you normally don't want to see. But
it's the
when
other ingredients that you're trying to avoid. This is the ultimate in the clean label, where because our ingredient is given the functionality that production needs, but also adding either vitamins or minerals to the formulation, that allows them to put it in the actives so that you have really no other ingredients.
So it's clean and nutritious instead of dirty yet functional for the creation of your capsule. So that's a really cool, clean story. So cleaner supplements can start to be built. in the market, right?
True, and we're looking at every ingredient being generally recognized as beneficial. We all know grass.
A step above grass.
Right.
So it's not just safe, but it's beneficial.
It's safe,
on top.
but it's bringing nutrition, either vitamins or minerals, and we're glad that we've got customers that are doing that, and
All
we
right.
talked about it this morning at a breakfast.
That's the story from here at Supply Side West. Thanks, Steve.